Hello and welcome to the next episode of the R&RGaming channel. We are doing another in-between game today, Battlefield 1, and I'd like to talk about Divinity Original Sin 2. I mentioned it yesterday, I didn't quite know the title of it, so I did a little digging and it looks pretty fun. It's definitely more of a Dungeons and Dragons themed game that I thought originally. I've never quite seen a RPG come that close to the creativeness of D&D, simply because literally anything can happen in D&D. Now, I'm not saying literally anything can happen in this game. It's still limited by what the creators originally thought up and put in there, but it's pretty damn close. And who knows, they might put in DLC to add more things that other players are like, hey, you know, what about this? Or hey, what about that? But there's a lot of race choice. Tons and tons of ways that you can combine your skills together. And there's also, like, crazy amounts of spells in that game. You can literally make your character or your party in almost any way, but it's pretty fun and it's a pretty good quality game as well. Most of the dialogue in the game is voice acted. It is a turn-based tactical strategy game, and right now it's only on the PC, unfortunately. Now, the original Divinity Sin was, I think it was also first released on the PC, but it was eventually put on consoles. So I'm really hoping that this game is booted over to consoles as well. And if it is, I'll play it on the channel. If not, I might play it on the channel still. I have a really good PC. It's just that PC games for me, the only real PC games that I play on my computer are full-on strategy-type games like Total War, Warhammer, Age of Empires, Civilization, all that kind of stuff. Take another drink of water here. For some reason, I'm really thirsty. Anyway. So I'm hoping to get that, but like I said in my other video, the first story video game that I probably will play on this channel, as far as a full playthrough goes, is Life is Strange, Beyond the Storm. Is it Beyond the Storm or Before the Storm? I don't know. But it's really fun, and the original Life is Strange game, super emotional. Like, if you are an easy crier, like if you're a very emotional person, play Life is Strange. Like, it will emotionally fuck you up. Like, I know that sounds cruel and terrible of me to say. Like, if you're an emotional person, you should go play this game. Like, but seriously, it is worth the time. And right now, actually, they have it in disc form. You can buy it like a regular video game with all 5 chapters already loaded on it and everything. And I'm going to, after I finish Beyond the Storm, or Before the Storm, whatever it's called, once they do all 5 chapters of that, I'm going to do a full play of Life is Strange. That way, when they do release Life is Strange number 2, I can just go straight into that. I have no idea what they'll do in Life is Strange number 2. If they'll continue off of the characters of Max and Chloe, or if they'll do a totally new, different scenario. I don't think Square Enix has talked about that yet, what it's going to be about and all that, but we'll see. Another game that I'm hoping to one day play on this channel is Beyond Good and Evil 2. That is another game that they're continuing, and it was made. The first one was made a really long time ago. I never played it, but I did watch a couple of Let's Plays of it, and it was pretty fun. This new one, you're starting off as I believe a pizza delivery guy or gal, and you eventually, it's in like a sci-fi, high sci-fi, I would say somewhat fantasy, but it's more of a steampunk vibe. So it's like a high sci-fi steampunk society, and you eventually can build yourself up from just like this regular Joe Schmo with a dead-end job to like admiral of a pirate fleet. Like it looks really fun. And then of course there's BioWare's new IP that they're working on, which will be, I know it will be way better than the last BioWare game that we all played. And we all know what I'm talking about if you're familiar with BioWare games, but I will not talk about it this video. But take another drink here. Anthem looks really fun. And because it's a BioWare game, we know, or at least we hope we know, that it will have really great story. In Anthem, from what you can tell from what they've released, it is it's almost like a city-state within a world type thing. Like there's only one city, and all the people are living there, and you are one of the city's protectors. That's the way it looks like. I don't know if BioWare has released anything else about this game. I hope they do eventually. I would love to find out more. But you get into like a personalized Iron Man style mech suit, and you go out into the world and you kill a bunch of stuff, and and it looks like you can do missions for people inside the city, which I'm guessing is where the story is mainly going to take place. And I hope it's more of a story-based game and not an MMO. I absolutely cannot stand MMO-style games. It ruins it for me. It's like, you know, hey, we have this cool, awesome story, but hey, look, there's that guy over there doing he's like been dancing for the last 5 minutes, and he's ruining your serious story moment. MMOs ruin the immersion, and that's why you'll never see a game like Destiny on my channel. I have no interest in playing that. But yeah, I don't think there's any other games that I'm really super interested in right now, other than those ones. If they come up, I'll probably talk about it. But I think right now we'll get into my gameplay here. I am not good at shooters, which you're about to see. I'm gonna count how many times I miss here. Just for this one. 1. This one especially, like all my other ones were pretty good. Here we go. Here's another one. 2.
We have taken objective Duff.
3. 4. 5. Oh my god. And eventually I think I just give up, and I'm like, you know what? I am not going to hit anything from here. There is actually in a future clip, because Conquest is super long. It's like at least 30 minutes for most Conquest games. And so I was able to get, I think I'll have 2 videos worth of footage from last night's gaming or at least 2 videos. And then you'll notice that when I do play Battlefield, I'll switch
We have
each
lost
class.
objective Freddy.
That's basically because I'm not. Oh my god. Yeah, it was a rookie mistake that you just saw. But mainly I'll switch
Objective Duff.
from each class to class every time I die, just so that I can, provide my team with whatever they might need, or honestly just to vary my
We have
experience.
taken objective Butter.
If you play Battlefield 1 and you play it as the same class over and over and over again, I find it gets really old really fast. And so with this, at least I'm able to vary my experience and sort of keep it fresh. But this was actually
We have lost
the
objective
last fight on this video, and eventually I do get killed, but I'm trying to take this base, and I don't quite know where these other people are, and then all of a sudden they start appearing out of nowhere, like this guy. And I feel like he probably would have killed me eventually had it not been for that guy who's running up there right now. But then a couple more guys come in from behind me, right over there, where that guy just ran. Yep, he gets killed. And so then I'm like, oh, well, I'll go heal him, and I will try to kill these guys, and I don't. But anyway, this has been the R&R Gaming channel, and I will see you when I see you. Peace out, guys.